Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well today. It's been pretty nutty. I guess there's really no other way to describe how everything is going in this world right now. As you guys know, we have a huge global event without actually naming with my rabbit ears exactly what's going on. You guys kind of get the big picture. Oh, by the way, we have a new addition to the house since the last time you were on, and that is Nitro. He is our new German Shepherd. We ended up with him at about, I think, 9 weeks old. Beautiful dog, beautiful animal, and he's chewing himself like he usually does. But anyways, that's a story for a different time. But in any event, I wanted to talk about some things that's probably going to impact just the market. Okay, let's just call it what it is, the market. As you guys know, I'm strictly a coin, currency, and bullion show. Thank you, by the ways, for all the support. It's been nuts. I've had very little time dedicated to do some of the things I love to do on this show. I haven't been uploading as many videos as I wanted to. There's just a lot of things going on right now. My wife's a nurse, so it's one thing after another. I'm very worried about her, being she does what she does, and she assured me that everything's cool. All right, so anyways, I wanted to talk about a few of the things that are happening as of the last maybe 7 to 10 days that maybe some of you aren't aware about, that maybe you need to be kind of recognizing it before it gets out of hand. We've seen the first few chips fall in this whole soiree. Stock markets have either tanked or crashed like it's 2008 again. We've seen precious metals nosedive. Silver, of course, has corrected today and have gained back about 2% of all the money it's lost in the last week and a half. Freaking crazy. But it's just, this whole thing's nuts. So there's a number of cancellations, okay? And it makes all sense. It makes a lot of sense that these shows are canceled. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of line out a few of the major cancellations for this month, which stinks. Customarily, March is an incredibly busy month for coins. Usually the same time every year, we talk about we talk about people getting tax returns back and spending it on stuff, not just coins and currency, but just kind of like maybe paying off bills, credit cards, that sort of thing, and then going out and doing a little shopping. So the market generally does really well. And it usually does really well. Oh, there's the other one stretching back there. It does really well till about the beginning summer months, like end of May. We begin to see kind of a different shift in things, I guess. But anyways, some of the canceled events, a lot of the smaller regional coin shows put on by coin clubs, like for instance, the Shelby County Coin Show in Ohio. Okay, some of you live out there probably know of that show. That one has been canceled. There's also the Sunnyvale Coin Show in the Bay Area, one of which I've been to a number of times. Man, he's loud. One in which I've been to on a number of occasions. That one is officially out the window. And that's usually a pretty good show for a regional deal. A number of regional coin club shows are off the table as of March, for this month. I don't know what the future holds for the shows in April. It's not looking too rosy at this point, but that's the first kind of chip to fall. Another one is some of the worldwide shows have been put on hold or canceled. The Numismata in Munich, Germany has been canceled, and that's usually a big one every year. there. So that one's canceled. All the stateside stuff is canceled. All right, so we have two big shows here in the States that are canceled, and it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt in a huge way. There's positives and negatives to this, and I'm going to talk about that here momentarily. So the first one is the Whitman Baltimore show. Okay, this is a big one every year. This is one that a lot of people plan in advance. By the time they're done with their Baltimore show last year, they're already planning the accommodations to come back again this year, and it's always a big event. That event is usually hosted by Stack's Bowers for their big online auction deal, and that is canceled, and it really just flat out sucks all the wind out of the hobby right now. To make matters worse, the Central States Numismatic Show that is being held every year in Chicago, I'm afraid to say, has been canceled as well. So we got two back-to-back big shows. Like in a given year, we probably have 7-8 big shows. We have the World's Fair of Money. We have Florida Fun. We got Central States. We got, Whitman. The two big ones are gone for this year. And in some ways, some of these, like Stack's Bowers is moving their auction, which they usually do on site in Baltimore, and they're moving it to a different location with no patrons, no people taking a look at coins, things of that nature. So at the very least, the Stack's Bowers event is still going to go on. We just won't have the actual coin show in Baltimore this year. All right. So with that being said, those are the big glaring things. Furthermore, all right, as if we can't make this deal any more sweeter than it already is, Great Collections is pushing back their next two auctions that end on the 22nd of March and 29th. And they're pushing each of those back 2 weeks. All right, so we're going to be looking at April for those two particular sales, okay? How does that impact you? Well, first of all, I can't deliver a complete Monday market report. I know, boo-hoo, right? There are bigger things at play here, and that's understandable. So as far as an update, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push up the pocket change report to Sunday night, Monday morning, and use that as a placeholder for the typical Monday market report until those things get cleared up, okay? It's going to be a very quiet next 6 weeks as we see the departure of Central States and Whitman, Baltimore. I won't be able to do any press coverage on either of those two events. So with that being said, is this going to cripple the coin market? In some ways, no. It's not. And the big reason why is that when these events and shows are canceled, a lot of the big time pieces are off the market. If they were going to be featured at some of these big events, for example, the Central States and Whitman show, the Whitman Baltimore Stack's Bauer show is still going to go on. Okay, you could do that online. But the Central States is another big one. I think that one is hosted by Heritage. They may still do their show, but for the local people or people, of the United States that want to go to the show, people go from California all the way across, to Chicago to go to that show. So there's going to be less inventory out for sale, okay? Furthermore, there's going to be dealers that are going to withhold the product until everything kind of blows over. Now, here's another issue that I have, okay? Some of these shows and events that I've talked about are all things that are being held and canceled for the next 2 weeks, all right? But there are people saying, well, this is going to be a prolonged event that's going to go on for probably 6 months to a year, if not longer. So we might even see some of the other big shows, like in the fall, get canceled as well. It really all depends on how things go, okay? And I'll keep you guys monitored there. So we already declared that there's going to be less inventory, okay, which will effectively kind of makes some of the values on some of the rare coins safe. Even some of the moderns, like the top pop graded stuff, are going to be kind of safe when it comes to the actual value of those particular pieces. What we've also seen is bullion. Like if you want to go and get bars and rounds and just, if you want to get 100 ounces or 10 ounces, there's still a huge premium being asked for all of those. Okay. Right now, silver is right around $12. It gained like 12 cents back today out of all the, the consecutive drops it's had, in the last week or so. But you'll find that if you go online, big companies like APMEX, Modern Coin Mart, among a few others, they're withholding their inventory. They're not selling anything. And the few things that they are selling are already either graded or they're asking like pre-worldwide event prices, like $22, $23 an ounce for silver. All right, so they're withholding. They're kind of doing a market adjustment, and they're setting that themselves. So they're not, the market has just been way too crazy and way too fast the last 7 days, and that's the big reason why that they're not going to give in and offer up silver at $13, $14 an ounce when this is going to be a quick rebound deal, after all said and done. Whenever that might be. They might be changing their tune if this becomes a year-long event. Then, probably right around the holiday time, you're going to see a lot of this supply that used to be constrained go out into the marketplace at actual, spot price. So, any bullion stuff, I wouldn't worry about it. If you're a seller, don't you dare go to the coin shops. Speaking of coin shops, there are coin shops which primarily are ran by older generational people, all right? They're going to be closed. I have a few dealers here in the Sacramento area that are closed indefinitely. And it will stay like that until things turn around. So you're really not going to have too many available local options to sell coins, to sell bullion, to buy bullion. And keep in mind, these dealers, they're withholding their stock. They're not selling either. So finding some in that $12 to $13 an ounce range is going to be tough. And good luck trying to wrench it out of them because they're not letting go. So aside from that, I mean, that's pretty much, the news that I wanted to deliver. A lot of cancellations, a lot of, show stuff that's just been tabled at this point, and it sucks. From someone that likes to chew their blanket. That's the dog in the background. Yeah. Anyways, that's why I want to talk about. Sorry for keeping it so long-winded and all that, but a lot of big global events are happening, and this is just a small piece of the pie when it comes to the coin market. It's going to be something to keep an eye out on. If anything, it's going to be a buying opportunity. And what I'm going to do is I am going to highlight a video in the next day or two talking about probably my top 5 coins that I am going to be paying attention to and possibly put money into. Okay, if you got the money, spend it towards some of these items that are going to recover. All right, it's going to happen, and when it does, it's going to explode like you would not even believe. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Again, I'm your host, Sean with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Thank you guys for joining in on this wonderful news piece. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy this mug right here. That's why you guys are on, right? Is the mug. Just put a handle and use me for a cup of coffee in the morning. Yeah, by the way, this is like 128 ounce head here. Maybe bigger. I don't know. 200 ounce? Coinaholics, we are discovering together. You guys take care, be safe, and love you guys. Peace.